Hey, good morning from the office. I'm your host, BKP. We are North Georgia's only live online morning show, and you're watching FYNTV.com. I love our new logo down there in the bottom corner, 8 a.m. We're in LJ, Georgia, North Georgia. Phone number, email address on the screen, and all the ways you can follow us on social media. We have an action-packed day. It's Thursday, which means tomorrow we will be in Blue Ridge. And boy, I can't wait to get the all-star panel together tomorrow. I can't wait to get the band back together tomorrow because, wow, do we have a lot to talk about. Now, there were no fact witnesses, non-witnesses. You know, to present yesterday's show as 4 witnesses, there was no fact witness there. And I tell you, there's a long way. All right, it's a long way from NATO to Washington, D.C., London to D.C. You could take the Concorde if you're Phil Collins and you want to play with Led Zeppelin at Live Aid. You could take that thing, what, hour, 45 minutes? I don't know what it is over here. But Air Force One, the president, he left yesterday. NATO over, and Trump went home. Now, I want to start there for a reason because it's I say it's a shame. It really is. It's so disappointing. Words can't describe our media's the hate for this man. And as Trump sends out, there's multiple times, let's put up number 17. There are multiple times that the president sends out, says, they're not mad at me, it's you. Is it the 64 million? The 64 million of you that voted for me, you caused me. And, here is the headline: Trump abruptly cancels NATO news conference after summit turned sour. MSNBC, our media is laughing at our president. I tell you, it's very disheartening. I mean, how unpatriotic. Do they love this country? Trump says all too many times about Democrats and media. He questions, he says it's very serious. Do they love this country? Because you're standing around, and for those that have never been a part of an association or something where everybody's just standing around yucking it up, okay, and picking at each other or whatever, I in my past life, corporate life, I had an opportunity to attend some things where you went down, and before, the evening started, there was cocktail hour. So you got your itinerary, you go up to the hotel, got your itinerary, meeting starts at dinner at 7, cocktails 6:15, cocktail hour, and you rush down and you go up, put your suit and tie on, you rush down, and everybody is yucking it up and slapping each other on the back and picking at each other or whatever. I used to be a member of an association, had like 270 members from California to New York, and we would have meetings, and you would be in a room, and this would happen. So these guys, Trudeau is a child, okay? I mean, I think the best contribution Canada's made to the world is SCTV. And for you kids out there, you may not understand what SCTV is, okay? Eugene Levy is probably the greatest thing that came out of Canada. John Candy, planes, trains, automobiles, the list goes on, okay? So Canada and their great contributions to the world, the child, the two-faced Justin Trudeau is yucking it up and says, I'm supposed to show up for a meeting, but, Trump's doing a 40-minute. I mean, everybody there knows. You got a meeting scheduled, and damn it, they tell you Trump's going to do a press conference, and you say, oh my God, what the hell? Because let me say a couple things about these pieces of garbage around the world, these globalists, these people that are laughing about my president. You get no coverage, damn it, none. if there's no Donald Trump? When's the last time we sit and listen to one of your boring ass news conferences, huh? We don't do that. So Macron comes out and stands on the podium by himself. Crickets. We don't watch. Trudeau, you're by yourself at a podium. We don't watch. Oh, Angela Merkel, we don't watch. The world does not pay attention. Add a Donald Trump to your podium, the next podium, and we pay attention. And we accidentally listen to one or two things you have to say. So without Trump, you've got nothing to say. Your effective speeches are zero without Trump on the stage. But they all know, oh my God, there's going to be 92 questions about impeachment. There's going to be questions about Giuliani. There's going to be questions. And Trump's going to answer them. Okay? He's not like anybody else. Nobody else. This guy stands on the world stage all by himself, and he is America, folks. That's who he is. Us. 64 million of us. You, I, whatever. He stands on the world stage and he takes the questions no matter what it is. And every once in a while he says, you know, you're despicable. Why would you ask something that stupid, right? We wait for that, right? Because you, Justin Trudeau, you out there, okay, the young boy, Macron, the rest of you out there, nothing. Trump does not do a press conference. We don't need to hear from you. Trump did not abruptly cancel a NATO news conference after the summit because it turned sour. Let me tell you what Trump did. The unpatriotic Democrats, okay? Let's see. Let me get one of the right here so I could keep this ball rolling down the hill of this country, these disgusting people. Let's go with number 31, right? Legal scholars, Trump committed. This Professor Michael Gerhardt, okay? And then let's go to number 32. There's Professor Pamela S. Carlin. You know, our Constitution says we cannot have a monarch. We cannot name our successors. Although Donald Trump can name his son Barron, he can't make him a baron. Okay? And then let's go with number 35. His mummy fixed his hair. You could tell he would say, "Mummy, mummy." Son of a, damn. There's Noah Feldman. Mummy. Let me tell you why. I don't know where the hell that picture is. 17. This is a disaster. This is disgusting. This is unpatriotic. This is treason at its height. I mean, I'm just throwing out words here, damn it, but it's so upsetting to me of what they did. Do you think the Democrats' plan, do you think the Democrats scheduled, it was the only opening day. You ever get something and you go and you say, I need an appointment, and the person comes back, this is the only opening we had. So do you think Jerry Nadler, this piece of garbage, do you think the Chairman Nadler sent in and said, I would like to hold the hearing room on this date? We only have Wednesday, December 4th open. I'll take it. I don't want to lose it. Was that the only day the room was open? No. It's not a coincidence that yesterday they put on this show on December 4th, on the same exact day the President of the United States was in London. He was with the Queen. He was with world leaders. He's talking about NATO. NATO is supposed to be about Russian aggression. I thought that's what they were all worked up about, how Trump kisses Vladimir Putin's ass and Russian aggression. But no, they wanted to preempt it. That's what they wanted to do. And how did they want to preempt it? with a split screen. You see, they've done everything they could. Okay? And in the great words of Congressman Doug Collins, this all started with tears in Brooklyn. I love that line yesterday. What's that mean? Remember, Doug Collins, way to go, Congressman. Way to go yesterday, all right? But remember, this all started when those pictures of those poor children, and Hillary wouldn't come out because maybe she was drunk. I don't know. Maybe she was in the back drunk saying, I can't go out there and face the world. But you remember election night? Those pictures of the kids looking up, oh, and tears and wipe and hugs and everything from the liberal left, progressives just hugging each other because it can't be true. And what did Congressman Collins say yesterday? This all started with tears in Brooklyn, and we know when that was, the election night. Okay? They have done everything they can do, everything they know to do and will not stop to try to embarrass 64 million people for voting for Donald Trump, tried to shame you for voting for Donald Trump, and tried to treat our president as some imbecile on a world stage. Yesterday was all set up. Every time you hear NATO was a bust, bull, S-H, asterisk, asterisk, period. It was not a bust. Secretary General of NATO, Strassenberg, whatever his name is, loves the Donald. Because you know what? Cha-ching, the money's going up. Donald said to Trudeau, what? You can't pay you 2%? Huh? Pay you 2%. I love when he goes New Yorker on their ass, right? They're mad over a phone call because he said to Zelensky. That's his personality, damn it. I love when Donald Trump goes New Yorker. He says, I say king. I said king. Hey, listen, I'm telling you, when he goes, that's all that was on the phone call with Zelensky was he went New Yorker. Hey, you know what? I'm not supposed to send... According to the Constitution, I should hold out your money because of corruption. You people are so damn corrupt over there. I mean, what the hell's going on? What are you going to do? Look, do me a favor. Clean this up. Call me, all right? Let me know what you got. That's what the hell happened in the phone call, period. That's it. So he gets over to NATO and he looks at Trudeau. What, you can't pay your 2%? What's wrong with you? My people are paying the 2%. My people don't like it. I'm here for my people. He's the consigliere, damn it. I'm here for my people. My people's paying 2%. Why can't you? Hey, I'm America first, Jack. Now look, you want to stay in the group? Who wants to leave? You want to leave? Leave, damn it. That's Trump. He did not disappoint on the world stage. It did not turn sour. Let me tell you exactly what was going to happen yesterday. They said it. They were ready. All the networks were ready to split screen it. Yeah, they were going to have these law professors, and they wanted the world to watch. They wanted the world to watch the NATO press conference. They wanted Trump up there for 90 minutes in a press conference firing questions at him while the world watched him being impeached in the United States in this phony sham hearing yesterday. And Trump didn't give them the opportunity. That's why Trump got on the bus and went home. He got on the bus, one of them double-deckers over in London. He wanted to tour. He wanted to look around. He went over Air Force One. He's gone. He's not going to be made a patsy out of. He's not going to be made a clown out of. They wanted to do the press conference so they could fire impeachment. They wanted to do the press conference yesterday over in NATO. So what? So they could look and say, Mr. President, while we're here, back in D.C., there's hearings today concerning impeaching you. On and on and on. And they wanted the split screen, and they didn't get it. NBC, ABC, they were all ready to have Trump standing at a podium. See, at 9 o'clock a.m. over there, right? They wanted about 1 o'clock for it to be 9 or 10 or whatever. Yeah, that's what they wanted. That's my opinion. They wanted the split screen. They wanted to see if they could laugh at Trump a little more and say the world is laughing. Do you know who the four, well, not Jonathan Turley, we'll get to that. Do you know who the Democrat, progressive, leftist, legal scholars are? I mean, how can you get any more? All three voted for Hillary. All three voted for Obama. All three felt that Donald Trump should have been impeached from the Tears of Brooklyn night in December 2016 or November 2016. Do you have that video? Meet the Democrats' new impeachment witnesses. Roll the tape.
I was at the University of Pennsylvania Law School yesterday where I teach a class, and my class is still in therapy.
I'm a registered Democrat and have been my whole life.
There are other bad things in the world to fear, including, of course, Jefferson Beauregard Sessions III and ICE agents who are out of control.
On the Republican side, it's largely not fact-based.
There are all kinds of things that the president has done thus far that already, I think, would reach that level most likely.
Even if as a progressive you would believe, as I do, that I should be paying higher taxes.
Noah, you do urge Congress to start thinking clearly about the power of impeachment if President Trump does indeed invoke emergency powers after this tonight.
The courts block you, and then eventually Congress sets out to impeach you.
Those are the three progressive left. They were brought in for no other reason to try to complete the picture. Remember this, so I can go to break. This all started, let's see, not all started, but remember about 8 weeks ago, they wanted to narrow it down, Democrats, to, they changed from quid pro quo to bribery for no other reason, and other words, for no other reason, as the DCCC did polling data, all right, to see what played better, and bribery did. So they said about 8 weeks ago that they needed to frame this for the American people to understand it. Yes, they had to put it in a smaller box for you to understand it, okay, the American people. Then they went from there that they were going to paint a picture for you, okay? They were going to paint a picture, all right? That's what they were going to do. And they worked on that, okay? And yesterday was one of their parts of, okay, you haven't gotten it yet. You, the American people, you don't quite catch on. So what we're going to do is we're going to give you constitutional scholars, okay? Okay? Constitutional scholars we're going to give you so that you can better understand if they're saying, if bureaucrats, lifelong bureaucrats, are saying the president did something, they just didn't like what the president did. That's period. Not Volcker, anyhow, okay? Taylor and all the bureaucrats, Vindman, all right, lifelong bureaucrats, all right? So we gave you lifelong bureaucrats that said that they didn't like this. It wasn't normal. It didn't go through the channels that they had laid out. So they're upset. Then if you haven't gotten it now, what we're going to do is we're going to get you to say, we want to get you to say, hey, those are three constitutional scholars. And that's what they do for a living every day, is indoctrinate young people with misinformation about the Constitution and our founding fathers. They do it every day. So there must be something there if these three constitutional, I mean, you got one on this end, one from the south, one from the north, one from the west, wherever. There's got to be something to this, right? Let me remind you of something. You can look it up while we go to break. If memory serves me right, Barack Hussein Obama is a constitutional scholar, is he? We'll check it out during the break. We come back, we're going to talk about Governor Brian Kemp, okay, appoints Kelly Loeffler. We heard about it. We heard it was going to be done. It's done, over with. What do you think? I'm going to give you my opinion of what could happen here. A couple ABCs, okay? A, this could happen. B, that could happen. C, this could happen. D, none of the above. But I'm going to give you what I think happens next with this appointment. We're going to also show you Congressman Doug Collins' response to that pick. We're going to show you a couple minutes from Congressman Doug Collins yesterday knocking it out of the park. Yes, MSNBC is laughing at our congressman this morning. We'll show you that too. I'm your host, BKP. We'll be right back after these messages.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge, we have your new house in stock.
Better days ahead. Days Chevy in Jasper makes the holidays bright. And during the 2019 model year end clearance sale, the savings are huge. Like over $11,000 off 2019 Silverado crew cabs, or more than $6,500 off 2019 Chevy Colorados. 'Tis the season of giving, and we're giving you thousands off every Chevy during the 2019 model year end clearance at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where new Chevys always cost less.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
Hey, we're back, folks. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. North Georgia's only live online morning show. Now, if you missed the opening segment, all I call that is a good mood. I mean, actually, I enjoy what I do. I really do. I love it. I can't wait to get here the next day. I mean, I can't wait for tomorrow. I'm already looking forward to Monday. I know. People think, whoa, you are out there. Yes, I am, folks. I can't wait to get here Monday. I can't wait to get here next Tuesday. Every day I enjoy this. Chief at FetcherNews.com, 706-889-9700. And there's all the ways you can follow us on social media, 825 this morning in LJ, Georgia. And now with your favorite tunes, I would have absolutely loved the opportunity. Let's say, I'm going to go 70s. Like, here's your next favorite tune. All right, BKP, right? I will sing. Do you want me to sing my theme song today? I might later. I might later. Theme song to the show. All right, I should get the rights to it, see if I got to buy the rights, and see if I can record this and get the music behind it and everything. See what I got to do. We need to look into that. All right, so yesterday, the governor appointed, number 3, it's done. Kelly Loeffler will be your next senator in Georgia, okay? And there is Kelly, number 4. There she is. She's taken back. So, Governor Brian Kemp does a trust me on this one. Now, he uses all of his political clout. Okay, this is my opinion. He pulls, I mean, you've got political capital, all right? And there's polling data that he has high, his favorabilities are way up, Kemp is. People like their governor here in Georgia. And when you have that, it's called political capital. I mean, not to be silly, but it's like a video game. I mean, you shoot, you could keep shooting at the bad guy, and then all of a sudden you decide to use the mega bomb, and your energy level goes down to here. So Kemp expended an enormous amount of political capital in this pick. And basically come out yesterday to the podium, the governor, and said, trust me on this one. Okay? Trust me. Now, immediately after the pick at 10 a.m. and the announcement, and Kelly comes to the podium and makes her little speech, immediately the surrogates, I mean, Sue Eberhardt, which if you're in the Republican, all right, circle in Georgia, there's nobody that doesn't know the patriarch, is that what you could say, of the Republican Party in Georgia, Sue Eberhardt. So they brought a couple women in, all right. Now, let me just say this, not in that picture, you can't see it, but the lieutenant governor there and Georgia House Speaker David Ralston's there, and you can't draw an assumption. They are, if the governor and the speaker and the lieutenant governor are not, I mean, if the lieutenant governor and the speaker are not standing behind the governor, it's going to be hell to pay. And you don't need that come 2020 legislative session down there under the Gold Dome. So Ralston and I have no knowledge of where they stand, but Duncan, Lieutenant Governor, and Speaker of the House Ralston had to stand behind there. It looked like it was a little tough to get some people that they wanted there. There's some people you don't see in that group. But over there next to Ralston, right next to the speaker, David Ralston, is Jeff Speecher, the chairman of the New York Stock Exchange. So Kelly comes up and, she says all the right things and she knows all the right people. And they tried to sell her, give me, there's number 5. Let me have number 5. And you can see over the corner of the shoulder, Duncan, and the other side, David Ralston, which is a must. And you can see Marty Kemp, governor's wife. And you see Governor Kemp, he did a class act. He opened up with thankful remarks on retiring Senator Johnny Isakson. And then you have Kelly, and let me see, I think I have a picture of just her. Go ahead and give me back number 4. So Kelly Loeffler is the new senator, will be in Georgia. Again, she knew all the right people and said all the right things. So yesterday she said everything that Kemp needed her to say, okay? Now, I don't know her. I have invited her right here to North Georgia. Come to the 9th District. Now, I'm going to say this not being facetious, nasty, all the ugly words, whatever, but when she gets done around Buckhead and when she gets done around, doing the circle with the AJC and the TV downtown and Buckhead and all the fancy places that she could go to, the Rotary clubs in Atlanta and the Atlanta Chamber of Commerce. When she gets done with all of that, maybe she could find her way up 515 and stop here and maybe do something up here, a couple things up here, and meet Kelly Loeffler. In fact, I will say now, I would head that up. I mean, not endorsing her, but if her office was to call and say, hey, can we put something together to meet her, I'll put that together, because I think the people of Georgia should meet her, and I want to do an interview with her, and it would be respectful. If she comes out, I would be respectful to her. But let me get back to what I'm trying to say. Yesterday, they stayed a distance from her career. They kept a distance from her career today and sold her as the Illinois farm girl, okay? And the Illinois farm girl that knows soybeans and will know our South Georgia farmers. And immediately after she was done, there's people all over, the governor surrogates all over the state popping up how excited they are about Kelly and what a true conservative. And so I'm still don't know. Now, President Trump accepts her. All right? Just say it. So let's say she goes to Washington, D.C., and Mitch McConnell takes her over to meet the president as a senator, not Brian Kemp. And she looks the president in the eye and says, Mr. President, regardless of anything that has been said and done up to this point, I support you. I support your agenda. And you will see that in my actions. If that happens. And President Trump tweets out, just met with Kelly Loeffler, and she assures me that she endorses and supports Make America Great Again and your president, Donald J. Trump. Go Kelly, go, 2020. All's forgiven. I mean, the man has the power of the tweet. So if that happens for Kelly and Donald says, all right, I love Doug, because let me tell you something, we're going to get into Doug Collins. All right? He is not going to be the next senator at this time. Not going to be. He could possibly be what I have always wanted all along. And we'll get into that. But if Donald sends out a tweet, it says, I like Kelly. I like her. She's all right. She's here. I like her. She's saying all the right things. Let's do this. Then guess what? All's forgiven. Now, Brian Kemp came out yesterday and he said, trust me on this one. Okay? He did. And then he has a small army of surrogates that have been tweeting, putting on Facebook, go Kelly. Oh my God, Kelly's such a conservative. I've been reading all of it, okay? But he spent political capital and said, trust me on this one. And Kelly said all the right things yesterday. You can't say Kelly said one wrong thing. If you're a conservative out there, you have to just take her at face value because she said all the right things. Somebody wrote her something that was very good. And if all else fails with the backward North Georgia voters, and I don't take that wrong, I'm not calling you that. Okay, you know that, because I'm backward North Georgia voter, I guess. But if all else fails, at the end say, build the wall. So once you get done say, build the wall. And that caps it off. And she did that yesterday. She said Second Amendment, pro-life. She's never given a dime. I'd like to know then why all of the things that were on social media are out there. Pro-life, supports Lindsey Graham's 20-week abortion bill in the Senate, Second Amendment, loves the president, on board, and I will be your conservative woman in Washington, D.C. Go, Kelly, go. All the right things. All right, she said that. So at face value. Trump said, trust me on this one. If Donald J. Trump says in a tweet, trust him. Now, Mr. Governor, no disrespect to you, okay? But if Donald J. Trump says, Kelly's okay, trust me on this one with a tweet, all will be forgiven. Now, yesterday, immediately, okay? I mean immediately, once she stepped aside and they said the cameras were done, this is what her Twitter, I've been following her on Twitter. I'm one of the 320, okay? Go to number 6. Her Twitter page changed immediately. Now, I felt like, damn, why didn't I take a picture the day before? But at 10 o'clock, when she was announced, at the minute they cut the cameras, her Twitter feed said, Kelly, Georgia conservative. Georgia conservative. Immediately. It's like a team of campaign specialists were ready for this rollout. All right? Georgia conservative. Period. That's it, man. Okay? Because I have told you, if during a campaign I get one more of those push cards in the mail that says, Georgia I'm a true conservative. You know, really? So they're going with that. Georgia conservative. You're going to have to pick it up. You got 186 following, and you're following you only got 320 followers. So that was immediately. Then, I will show you the time. Immediately. When I say immediately, I got an email, number 7. Right? Kelly, see that? Georgia conservative Loeffler. For immediate release Wednesday, December 4th, 2019. Conservative businesswoman Kelly Loeffler. She will be introduced, conservative businesswoman. They will plant that. That is a flag planted in the moon out in Arizona. Conservative businesswoman Kelly Loeffler, tapped to serve in U.S. Senate, vows to stand with President Trump and keep America great. That, boom, blasted right out. I got that email. Let's see. I got that. What time was that? Give me number 8. See that? I got that at 11:07. They introduced her at 10. They got done at about 10:40. And not even 20 minutes, like 25 minutes later, boom, I got that email. To beat KP, right? Who's it from? Ryan Mahoney. Who is it? Team Kelly. Ryan at Parlay LLC. Do you know who Parlay LLC is? That's the same people that handled Brian Kemp's campaign. That's right. Same people that handled Governor Kemp's campaign, Parlay LLC, seem to be ready and everything done. You see, here's the thing that gets me. Actually, I like Ryan Mahoney. Let me go on the record. I like this guy. This guy's good at what he does. He is. I mean, I like this guy. This is his job. But let me tell you something. They did not introduce her as senator at 10 a.m. and then go in a back room and sign contracts with Ryan Mahoney, Parlay LLC, to handle Team Kelly's campaign at 10:30 yesterday morning. That was negotiated and done weeks in advance. I mean, that rollout was weeks in advance. This graphic, as you might think right here, 7, okay? As simple as that looks. All of this was done weeks in advance, okay? Weeks in advance. Number 6, the Twitter page. Everything was ready. Kelly Loeffler, Georgia conservative. Weeks in advance, okay? Number 3, when that happened, it was done weeks in advance. So Governor Kemp, it's okay. I do know, yes, the Georgia Constitution provides the governor of Georgia the pick for Senate if the seat is vacated. Absolutely. So constitutionally, he fulfilled his duty. All right. I am not implying, and I do not know if anything illegal took place. But here's what I do know. Number 8. This is not ready to go, Parlay LLC, if everything is not done weeks in advance. My biggest concern is, did Parlay LLC, which is the same political group that handled Governor Brian Kemp's campaign, were there meetings with this group before Kelly Loeffler applied at 3 o'clock that day with the 5 o'clock deadline? That's a concern I have. So there you go. So A, President Trump, let's put her up, number 4. A, President Trump, okay, accepts her and it's over. B, Doug Collins accepts. Hold on, let's go to number 55. Yesterday, Congressman Collins released this statement, number 55. Immediately, the governor has the right to make this appointment, and I respect the decision he has made. I congratulate Kelly Loeffler on her appointment to serve our great state as Georgia's next senator. I appreciate the support I have received from the president and many others, and right now my primary focus is defending the president against partisan impeachment attacks. He sent me that at 10:30 yesterday morning. I got that at 10:30 yesterday morning. Now, just to double down yesterday on the for yesterday, my interview with Congressman Collins. Okay, and let's go to 19. All right. Yesterday we had an 8-minute interview with Congressman yesterday morning, and I know many of you wanted me to ask the question about the Senate. But I did not feel on a day that our congressman in the 9th District had to focus on one of the most important days probably in his career. Most important day yesterday. I know every day leading up to it seems to be, but yesterday, okay, with the world watching, all eyes on him in this nation, with any common sense that wants to pay attention, I did not feel I needed to waste one of my 8 minutes with saying, hey, you already know you're not going to be senator. You already know he's picking somebody else, so do you want to say something? All right, I didn't feel, I will not. When somebody interviews in this office, or I have any interview whatsoever, I will ask the questions. But if the question comes down to a line of feel of disrespect, I don't want my interviews ever. I don't want anybody that ever sits with an interview with me to ever feel that I just blatantly disrespect them. So I wasn't going to do that yesterday. Collins made that statement. Now let me say this, okay? It's very possible Doug doesn't run. I know all the hype right now. It's very possible that the congressman does not run against Kelly Loeffler. It's very possible that they do a good job because they got enough money to do it. Now, it's not that I agree. You don't like what I'm saying, okay? But go back to number 4. It's very possible that she has enough, well, she does have enough money, that she takes the money, and between now and the time to run for the office next year, okay, that she spends the money and convinces Georgians that she is the greatest thing and she's a conservative, and learns not to break from that. No matter what kind of question I ask or anybody asks, just stay on these 5 points of who you are. Because if you notice something yesterday, she made about 5 points of who she is. And what you're going to see is no matter what questions she's asked, she's going to circle around, because I know Parlay and I know the people in there, and they're smart. They know how to run a campaign. So what they're going to do is make sure that she came out. You heard about 5 points: pro-life, immigration, the talking points, Second Amendment, whatever. Support the president. If all else fails, build the wall. What she's going to do is she's going to go do interviews, and she's going to meet with groups, and she's going to head to rural Georgia. Oh, yeah, she's going to go farm girl, and she's going to come up to North Georgia and check out our agritourism, and she's going to do the farm girl, meager beginnings, humble, and the 5 points, no matter what questions she's asked. So she does have enough money to try to sell that in Georgia. Can we be sold that? Because I'm not talking to, if there's no other candidate, we can be sold that. I watch and see what happens, okay? And my opinion is that possibly Doug Collins does not run, and nobody runs against her, possibly, okay? And that Collins is, there's something bigger in his future than being senator right now, okay? Something much bigger for the time being. Because I will say this, and put up Congressman Collins again. That was let's go to number 19. I did not endorse Congressman Collins for the simple reason I just don't do that. I just didn't think out of 500 candidates that I could actually vet all 500 and endorse a candidate. I like the congressman, but I will ask the tough questions. He has voted in ways that I got the heartburn. He has cast some votes that caused me some heartburn. But yesterday, the passion and the real Doug Collins, what's your line? Doug Collins stepped up, Congressman Collins, and he knocked it out of the park yesterday. When he said this all started from the tears in Brooklyn, you and I know what that means. That was supposed to be a campaign victory party for Hillary that turned into a crying scene all night long in the wee hours of the morning when we couldn't find Hillary because she may be drinking somewhere. That being said, I have sit here in my adult life and put up with I like Ohio and I like Wisconsin, so let me get past that. Put up with Ohio Congressman John Boehner for my Speaker of the House. And then I watched Boehner put this monster omnibus bill on the desk. And then I got a Speaker of the House, Paul Ryan from Wisconsin, okay? And Paul Ryan said I had to vote for all these omnibus bills that Doug had to do it because they were baked in the cake and they were on his desk, and he had to work to move the Republican Party a certain way. We dealt with Paul Ryan and John Boehner, the no subpoena speakers of the House, that did not give out subpoenas for the chair people on these committees when they needed it the most to do their investigations. So I put up with those two speakers. It's high time that you and I get to work and we help in any way we can get Congress back in Republican hands. Yesterday has to be an example of why Doug Collins should be sitting in the chair where that toad bullfrog Jerry Nadler is sitting, and he should move over one seat and be the chair. And let's say this, it's high time that we take back the House Republicans and Georgia. The next Speaker of the House is from Georgia, Doug Collins, because let me tell you something. When you go outside in this country and I don't care where you at, that guy's a rock star. And let me tell you something. I really feel strong not saying it. That could be the next Speaker of the House from Georgia. How about that? Now, I'm going to take a break. We'll come back. We're going to talk more about the impeachment. And are you up for a new tax in Gilmer County if you live here? Because it's being proposed. Another tax. Take us a break.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
I'm Jeff Riblett, President of Asset Protection Group. As a certified financial planner and with 20 years experience, I've helped thousands of families and business owners create a tremendous amount of wealth. Fortunately, most of that wealth has been protected. Don't allow an unforeseen life event, such as a nursing home stay or the next market meltdown, destroy your family's wealth. Be smart. Call me. Let's determine how best to protect your assets and preserve your wealth.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge, we have your new house in stock.
Better days ahead.
Days Chevy in Jasper makes the holidays bright. And during the 2019 model year end clearance sale, the savings are huge. Like over $11,000 off 2019 Silverado crew cabs, or more than $6,500 off 2019 Chevy Colorados. 'Tis the season of giving, and we're giving you thousands off every Chevy during the 2019 model year end clearance at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where new Chevys always cost less.
Better days ahead. Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
Hey folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Wow, that hour flew by and we have so much to do. Now, yesterday, and let me see here, number 18. Now, Joe and Minka, the gatekeepers of hell. Representative Doug Collins leads GOP opposition in first judiciary impeachment hearings. So they spent quite some time this morning making fun of, go to number 15, all right, number 15. This is their roundtable this morning, Representative Collins. This is their roundtable. They're yucking it up. I mean, they are making fun of our Congressman Doug Collins this morning on their show, and they went to number 19. Here's a picture that they put up as they were laughing at our congressman. Joe Scarborough called your congressman, if you live here in the 9th District, your congressman all across the country, a defender of the President of the United States. And they are calling him an auctioneer. Joe Scarborough's laughing at him and saying, Collins the auctioneer. Yes. Now, we know in the 9th District, okay, this is, this is the son of a Georgia State Patrolman. Grew up in a house, Georgia State Patrol. Now, I don't want to go into too deeply, but if you go back to when Collins grew up as a kid, as his dad, a Georgia State Patrolman, they didn't make a whole lot of money back then, Georgia State Patrol. They didn't make a lot of money. I made good living, but not a lot of money. So he grew up in, a modest home. The guy is a pastor. Chickpea Baptist Church. Can you say that 3 times fast? He was senior pastor at Chickpea Baptist Church. The guy is a chaplain in the U.S. military. This guy, Vindman, all right? Vindman wore full decoration. He wore his full military, every honor, every medal he had, right? And we were supposed to, remember? We were supposed to not say a word about him. How dare you talk about this hero? Look at the pedestal they put Vindman on. This guy right here, this congressman, he is still inactive, okay? Is it National Guard? He's still active in the National Guard. Yes. Last year I did an interview with him, and because of he was doing his National Guard duty and he's active, I was not allowed to disclose that in the interview at that time. I couldn't say, Congressman, I couldn't do that, right? So this guy's active National Guard, active in the military. He is a military chaplain. He has served. He's done a tour in, I think, Afghanistan, Iraq, maybe 1 or 2, I don't know, as the military chaplain. Former Georgia state senator, son of a Georgia State Patrolman. Now, Chickpea Baptist Church, he is a pastor. So I tell people, if you ever go to Congressman Collins and to hear him speak, okay, and this is no disrespect, he's going to raise up forward, he's going to go back on his heels, and then once he hits them toes one more time, boom, he's gone. He is preaching, and you're going to enjoy it, all right? But he does talk fast. I've had interviews with the congressman. As a congressman, you got to slow down, number one, and I got to get some more questions in. And I say that respectfully, which we all know that. If you're not new to the show, you know that. But they made fun of my congressman yesterday, making fun of him. Here's number 22, okay? Doug Collins, all right, making fun of my congressman. Here's number 26, Republicans deploy delayed tactics in impeachment hearing, okay? So yesterday I said to myself, I cannot pick out a specific part. We have a 2-hour show. I've got his opening statement that I watched. I have his questioning that I watched. I have his closing statement that I watched. I was like, I could just take 30 minutes of the show and let you hear, and maybe that would be a good idea of what Congressman Collins had to say yesterday. But let's just go with a couple minutes of his closing statement yesterday when he closed yesterday, okay? Sitting next to Nadler. And I'm going to tell you a little story he told a group one day about Nadler. And if you watched yesterday, he shoots Nadler's nerves. I mean, Nadler goes straight. He goes straight in his office and he grabs a swig of Maalox or something because of the way Collins beats the hell out of him all day long for 8 hours. Let's play, I sent that one YouTube, let's play the end of Doug Collins' video there.
Because as you said, Mr. Chairman, you said, your words, we should never on this committee accept our entity giving us a report and not investigate it ourselves. Undoubtedly, we're well on our way to doing that because of a calendar and a clock. So, Mr. Chairman, I know you're about to give a statement, and they've worked on it, and you've worked on it very hard, I'm sure. But I want, before you gavel this hearing, before you start your statement, before you go any further, I would like to know two things. Number one, when do you plan on scheduling our minority hearing day? And number two, why or when are we actually going to have real witnesses here that are fact witnesses in this case? When? Or what you said many years ago has faded just like the leaves in fall. I don't really care anymore that somebody else gives us a report. Undoubtedly, Chairman Schiff is chairman over everything with impeachment, and he doesn't get to testify. He's going to send a staff member. But I don't even know if we're going to have a hearing past that to figure out anything that's been going on. So my question as I started out today is, where is fairness? It was promised. It's not being delivered. The facts talked about were not facts delivered. This president, as facts were given, did nothing wrong, nothing to be impeached, and nothing for why we're here. And in the words of one of our witnesses, Mr. Turley, if you rush through this, you do it on flimsy grounds. The American people will not forget the light of history. So today, before you give your opening statement, or your closing statement, before you get to this time, my question is will you talk to this committee? You're chairman. You hold a very prestigious role. Will you let us know where we're going? Or are we going to adjourn from here after you sum up everything, saying that they all did good, and go out from here, we're still wondering? The lights are on. It's time to answer the question. I yield back.
The lights are on. It's time to answer the question. No facts. The president's done nothing to be impeached. Are we going to have a minority witness day? He sent a letter to them requesting a minority witness day. Jerry Nadler said himself during the Clinton impeachment that we can't just accept a report from another committee and not have hearings of our own with witnesses. No witnesses were presented yesterday. None. I did not know, folks. If you watched yesterday, you're out there saying, I wish you would have played this. I wish you would have played that. I got it. So much the congressman said yesterday. But what the congressman did not say is going viral. It's amazing what he actually did yesterday, because this is how America feels. It's not what he said, it's what he did. Play that. To me. Oh my God. He's looking up at the heavens. Really, man? Really? What do you have in store for me next? I got to put up with this how many more hours? That was priceless, okay? Not a fact witness. Not one fact witness. Gatz, is that his name? Congressman Gatz from Florida. Play that video.
See if we can get into the facts. To all of the witnesses, if you have personal knowledge of a single material fact in the Schiff report, please raise your hand. And let the record reflect, no personal knowledge of a single fact. And you know what? That continues on the tradition that we saw from Adam Schiff, where Ambassador Taylor could not identify an impeachable offense. Mr. Kent never met with the president. Fiona Hill never heard the president reference anything regarding military aid. Mr. Hale was unaware of any nefarious activity with aid. Colonel Vindman even rejected the new Democrat talking point that bribery was invoked here. Ambassador Volker denied that there was a quid pro quo, and Mr. Morrison said there was nothing wrong on the call. The only direct evidence came from Gordon Sondland, who spoke to the President of the United States, and the President said, "I want nothing. No quid pro quo."
Now, if you wanted to watch a left, liberal, progressive law class being taught, yesterday would have been your day. Because did you see anybody raise their hand? Now, you keep hearing fact witness, fact witness. The Democrats have not produced a fact witness. Did not produce a fact witness yesterday. No hand went up. The congressman said, have any of you, any fact to present to us today, any material fact? Nobody's hand went up. Not a soul. Let's do it. We did it in the first hour. Let's do it again because I want to talk about them. Let's talk about the three, okay? And you'll be able to read, and there'll be other talk show hosts. I only have 2 hours a day, and I got some other subjects I want to do. There'll be other talk show hosts that are going to talk about this, break it down today, that are very good out there. These are progressive hacks trying to describe what the founding fathers, but the Democrats called in, Republicans called in Jonathan Turley, okay? But let's go with the first video we played on the three legal scholars that Brad Pascal, Trump's campaign manager, put this out yesterday. You got that one again?
I was at the University of Pennsylvania Law School yesterday where I teach a class, and my class is still in therapy.
I'm a registered Democrat and have been my whole life.
There are other bad things in the world to fear, including, of course, Jefferson Beauregard Sessions III and ICE agents who are out of control.
On the Republican side, it's largely not fact-based.
There are all kinds of things that the president has done thus far that already, I think, would reach that level most likely.
Even if as a progressive you would believe, as I do, that I should be paying higher taxes.
Noah, you do urge Congress to start thinking clearly about the power of impeachment if President Trump does indeed invoke emergency powers after this tonight.
The courts block you, and then eventually Congress sets out to impeach you.
With a trial in the Senate, we may be able to find out who started this coup d'etat.
Wait a minute. Can you get to the end of that one where Nadler says that again? That would be the big chubby guy. Huh? Run that one more time.
With a trial in the Senate, we may be able to find out who started this coup d'etat.
We may be able to find out who started this coup d'etat. That is the porker. Now, I'm a little overweight. Yeah, I am. I'll accept that. You know? I got it. I could stand to lose a couple pounds. I get it. But that porker there happens to be, because I'm a little overweight, I can officially call somebody a porker. I've been called names. What the hell? Get over it. So that porker there is Jerry Nadler. Okay? And that is when he is congressman from New York during the Clinton impeachment trial. Remember? That was Clinton. He called a coup d'etat. So the coup against the president is backfiring. Number 20, okay, And there is Representative Jamie Raskin from Democrat from Maryland. And there's a nice picture of the 4 scholars. Why did this happen yesterday? 4 scholars. And there's number 21. House Judiciary Committee outlines potential articles of impeachment during first hearing. And you know Noah Feldman, okay? Noah Feldman, you could just see like his mummy fixed his hair before he came to the meeting today. Let me get through here. A couple more. Number 27, Republicans deploy delay tactics in impeachment hearing. There's the porker, the guy in the glasses. He has slimmed down somewhat. I mean, he has slimmed down. Now he's wearing his pants clear up to under his boobies. I mean, you ever see his pants? They're up to here. If you go any further, they're up to here. Like, dude, I mean, my God. I understand. Oh, I know that wasn't nice. Just look at a picture of the dude. You know, number 28 is Jonathan Turley. He's the George Washington University law professor. He was the Republican witness, which, said, hey, you know what? Now here is number 29. Okay, this is GOP witness Jonathan Turley argues there's not enough evidence to impeach Trump. Now this is November 9, 1998. And the reason I brought this one up is because this is MSNBC and CNN, and they're all taking the Republican witness, which is Jonathan Turley, go back to 28. Okay, this is today. Jonathan Turley admits in his opening statement he did not vote for Trump. He admits that, although he's not a fan of the president, but he's going to stay focused on constitutional law. He's going to stay focused on the Constitution. And he says, wow, it's basically if you do impeach a duly elected president of 64 million people on this very narrow basis that you're calling impeachable offenses, this is nonstop. Every president will be impeached of the opposite party. I mean, you're opening up a door here. Now, we have not had impeachment since Bill Clinton, okay? So we obviously got through George W. for 16 years, George W., and then we got from Barack Hussein Obama. So we've been actually, although it's only 2 presidents, we've been 4 terms without actually bringing up articles of impeachment. Turley's comments yesterday, and it says basically, if you do this on this narrow basis, I mean, then every president you're going to find something. You're going to find something. Well, number 29, this is Turley, okay, during Clinton's impeachment, and these are comments that Turley made in 98 in favor of impeaching Bill Clinton. So what they did is they found the argument against, and I guess that's what I'm trying to say. The news networks these tabloid networks are finding the argument against Turley and playing that all day, back to back. Turley said this, but in 98 he said this, right? Not one clip of the number 30, GOP witness Jonathan Turley argues there's not enough evidence to impeach Trump. That's what he said, okay? Number 31, Michael Gearhart, legal scholars say Trump committed impeachable offense. Not one counter against this guy. Not looking into him being all right, one of these, I think it's him. I'm not for sure. You look up. One of these legal scholars, Dianne Feinstein, worked for Dianne Feinstein on the Kavanaugh case. On the Kavanaugh confirmation hearings, trial, or whatever it was. Look up Michael, I think he is the one. But nobody looked into this, okay? Number 32, Pamela S. Carlin, Legal scholars say Trump, all right? Now, somebody sent me last night a text message, and they know I will say about anything. And they said, would it be wrong to call her, and I can't say it, okay? I'm not going to be as nasty to that woman as that woman has been to my president of the United States and Donald and Melania's son, Barron. I'm not going to do it. I might do it on a different day when I'm in a mood. But today, no, okay? We know she's a liberal hack, okay? We know she hates the president. I think she's given money to Elizabeth Warren's campaign. She said yesterday our Constitution was set up that where we could not have a monarchy and President Trump, although he could name his son Barron, he couldn't make his son Barron. And now the media, let's see if I have this, legal scholars say Trump committed impeachable offenses. This is now, here's 33, Pamela S. Carlin. She's from Stanford law professor, okay? And let me just go ahead. I'm going through all of them. And here's Noah Feldman, number 35. He's a Harvard law professor, okay? And I could just see him saying, Mummy, Mum, could you fix my hair, Mum? He's got gel or something. Anyhow, okay. Number 36, I don't want to get sidetracked, okay? All right, 36. Now, this is the guy that said, in the video, I'm a lifelong Democrat. A lifelong Democrat, okay? Pretty simple on that one, right? And then here's number 38. Legal scholars say Trump committed impeachable offenses, okay? But not Turley. But see, they're all raising their right hand. And I got one here I want to get to. I think I have it. Okay. All right, just a second. I might have it here. Stay with me. All right, nope, let me go here. All right, so give me 48. Witness apologizes for Barron Trump remark. Now, before I do that, she is the one that made that. Let's go to 46, Melania Trump. Okay? The First Lady put out a tweet. A minor witness apologizes for Barron Trump's remarks. See, that's why I don't just put the tweet out. I like the CNN bylines. Melania Trump blasts Pamela Carlin for public pandering. But you see, the witness apologizes for Barron Trump remarks. Okay? Maybe in the break we can find that video. All right? Because I want to play that. A minor child deserves privacy and should be kept out of politics. Pamela Carlin, you should be ashamed of your very angry and obviously biased public pandering and using a child to do it. Okay? I'm serious. But CNN is trying to help her look good. Witness apologizes for Barron Trump remark. Let's take a break because I want to try to find that video. I just thought of it because I can't let that go. All right? Take us to break.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
I'm Jeff Riblett, president of Asset Protection Group. As a certified financial planner and with 20 years experience, I've helped thousands of families and business owners create a tremendous amount of wealth. Fortunately, most of that wealth has been protected. Don't allow an unforeseen life event, such as a nursing home stay or the next market meltdown, destroy your family's wealth. Be smart. Call me. Let's determine how best to protect your assets and preserve your wealth.
Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
All right, folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. North Georgia's only live online morning show. There's the phone number, email address. We're in LJ, Georgia. It's 924. It's my Doug Collins impression. All right, folks. Now, I left you with this little because I couldn't let this go. Because, you know, these people are disgusting. I do think they're not patriotic. Not at all. So let's go back to 48, okay? Witness. Now watch how it's written there, okay? Because I watched this. And they don't play the full clip. Witness apologizes for Barron Trump remark. So let's go to the first video. Let's put it in chronological order. The first video that says that about Barron Trump, not the apology, the other one, okay? Play that one.
Give you one example that shows you the difference between him and a king, which is the Constitution says there can be no titles of nobility. So while the president can name his son Baron, he can't make him a baron.
Thank you. The founding.
I think that's correct. And if I can just say one thing, I want to apologize for what I said earlier about the president's son. It was wrong of me to do that. I wish the president would apologize, obviously, for the things that he's done that's wrong, but I do regret having said that.
Thank you, Professor.
All right, come back to me. All right, now, although he can name him Baron, he can't make him a Baron. So what does 48 say? Go ahead. Witness apologizes for Barron Trump remark. Like, I'm sorry. Now, you and I know what an apology looks like. If somebody calls you ugly names and then they turn around and say, I apologize, but I still think you're ugly names, okay, that was one hell of an apology, right? We know if somebody apologizes, if it's sincere. We know that. We have internal mechanisms that click and go off if you're in the right sphere here, that say, you know what, you're sorry, you apologize, okay? And we feel that, all right? But CNN and other networks are trying to sell her apology. He's 13 years old. So Melania Trump, okay, the first lady, okay, let's pull up number 46. A minor child deserves privacy and should not be kept out and should be kept out of politics, okay? Witness apologizes. Now, we've already seen this, but let's play the second video I sent you.
Apologize for what I said earlier about the president's son. It was wrong of me to do that. I wish the president would apologize, obviously, for the things that he's done that's wrong, but I do regret having said that.
Man up! She said, Donald, man up. Yeah, that's right. I said something about you, kid. I'm sorry. Man up, Donald. You apologize. I'm apologizing. You bring it. Why, you should apologize for everything you've done to this country. You should apologize now. But I truly regret it. Let me do it. Because, see, it's okay if Adam Schiff can make up a phone call and read it on the record in the House Intelligence Committee that never took place between the President of the United States and the Ukrainian President Zelensky. It's okay if Adam Schiff just reads anything out he wants and makes it up. It does his impression of what he thinks the call means. It's okay. It's okay if Adam Schiff lies. Nancy Pelosi lies to the American people. It's okay. Everything about that's okay. And you're a legal law professor, and you're going to make a reference to a 13-year-old. Now, Stasha and Malia, or whatever the names are, the President Barack Hussein Obama and Michael Obama's Michelle's kids, I never made reference to them. I don't. Now they're adults, so every time you catch them smoking a joint, you know, that happens from time to time, right? Out there burning a joint. Who hasn't done that a time or two, right? We talk about it. But the whole time those two young ladies were in the White House, I don't remember Rush Limbaugh. I don't remember any conservative commentary, anything whatsoever where those two kids were concerned. I don't. Maybe it happened and you could send it to me. This is a 13-year-old young man that's living in a crazy-ass world for possibly 8 years of his life. Do you realize the sacrifice of these kids? Even the Obama kids, all right? I mean, whether we agree with Barack Obama or not, the kids that go through the political world of the White House, it's an enormous effect on these kids. I mean, they serve in a whole different way because they have to be isolated 24/7. Barron lives in this isolated world that he cannot get out of. And there's no way with social media and phones he can't see how they're treating his dad 7 days a week. There's no way that CNN, you pieces of garbage over there, and the criminal Michael Avenatti and the porn jiggly star Stormy Daniels bouncing up and down on your set, he never seen that. There's no way any of that has not been, you know, he can't be protected from that. These kids go through a lot, but think about Barron Trump, what he's going through. She did not apologize to Melania, his mother. She did not say, First Lady, I apologize, because maybe she don't understand. Maybe she don't have kids. Maybe she has a lover. I don't know. Just saying, you know. Maybe she doesn't have those feelings. Just, I need to move on. But she doesn't apologize. She says, all right, Donald, I called the kid Barron. What are you going to do? Bring it on. I apologize. You happy? I apologize. Now it's your turn to apologize for everything you've done to me and my people and my country and my Constitution. You apologize, Donald. But I regret I said something about your kid. I'll take that back. She apologized for nothing, you piece of garbage. All right, I got to get on from that. I get stuck on things, damn it, and it's just not right. All right, so let's go to break. let me say this. I got to say this. Let me put this in the segment, okay? Now I have a source on this. I don't know the name, and if I did, I wouldn't give it, so I'm not giving it away. Let's just say a small sandwich shop in North Jersey. Let's just say a small sandwich shop in North Jersey. Because now, listen, if you're from Jersey and North Jersey and you don't know what a little sandwich shop is, oh my God, what a sandwich, right? So, a lot of people are asking what happened to Judge Napolitano. Because Judge Napolitano yesterday, if I was in Congress, I would vote to impeach the president, okay? So, this is sources that are telling me this, so I can't confirm this, so I don't want to get sued because he is a judge, you never know, right? But at the same time, he lives in New Jersey. I understand. I'm going to say it like that. Leave it alone. I understand Judge lives in New Jersey. Second, I understand the judge is gay. That's from sources. He's gay. I understand his longtime partner died, okay? A couple years ago. And I understand since that he's been very depressed and he hasn't been the same. That's a source out of a sandwich shop in North Jersey. Because one of my sources stopped in a sandwich shop in North Jersey that's up there all the time, that knows the judge lives there. It says, hey, it saw a picture of the judge on the wall, said, hey, has the judge ever come in here? And the guy that runs the place, because you don't know a small sandwich shop if you don't know, the guy that runs the place is the guy that owns the place. He lives there. That's how you work. So anyhow, it's like a pizzeria in North Jersey. So anyhow, he says, hey, has the judge ever come in here? He used to all the time. He comes in now, but he's all depressed. He just comes in and sits for, long periods of time. Why is he depressed? Well, the judge is a little, Okay. Well, his partner passed away, and the judge is just depressed. So I'm just saying, damn it. I'm just saying. So after that, my understanding is, he went to Fox and next thing you know, Shepard Smith put his arm around him, pet him on his little VO5 hairstyle there, or his hair oil, and said, here, little judgy, you'll be okay. I'm gay, you're gay, we'll stick together, and everything will be fine. That's my understanding. And then he got all upset because of the way his little boyfriend, friend, I'm not drawing any clue, friend, Shepard Smith was being treated, and he got upset with that, so he's got all flighty all of a sudden, and he's anti-Trump, and he's anti-conservative, and he's anti-anybody that was against his friend, Shepard, and then Shepard left. I had enough, and he's out, and now the judge feels all alone. I don't know what the hell that story said, but there you go. That's what's wrong with Judge Napolitano. There you go. Take us to break.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair, and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
Better days ahead.
Days Chevy in Jasper makes the holidays bright. And during the 2019 model year-end clearance sale, the savings are huge. Like over $11,000 off 2019 Silverado crew cabs, or more than $6,500 off 2019 Chevy Colorados. 'Tis the season of giving, and we're giving you thousands off every Chevy during the 2019 model year-end clearance at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where new Chevys always cost less.
Better days ahead. Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
We're back, folks. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. North Georgia's only live online morning show. Phone number 24/7. Email address LJ Georgia 941, and the social media way to follow the show. Now, I can only bring the facts. And I want this segment to be I'll just listen to what I have to say. We'll put this segment together. Now, number 12. This is the chairman of Gilmer County Commission, Charlie Paris. Okay? Charlie is commission chair. Now, all I could do is bring you the facts. You make the decision. All right? Now, Charlie Paris used to be the chairman of the Tea Party of Gilmer County. all right, before he became commission chair. Tea Party of Gilmer County, plus all other Tea Parties in the United States of America, stood for T, taxed, E, enough, A, already. Taxed enough already. And there was a time when the Tea Party across this country, was determined to oppose any tax. And he used to be the chairman of the Tea Party of Gilmer County. Now, that being said, I can only bring you the facts and let you make the decision. He is in his second term as chairman. Number one, this is a line, okay, right out of the Gilmer County agenda for the December meeting. This is right out of there, okay? Number two in the discussion. Discussion and possible action on the pool, okay? Now, we don't have time this morning to go all the details about the community pool. But the one thing we do know the facts, is from the very first day that Chairman, I think he's in year 6, is it 6, right? Going his 6th year. The very first day, he's in his second term, almost halfway through, that Chairman Parris took the oath of office in his first term, he is known for next to 6 years and more that the pool needed replaced. Now, we couldn't financially do it, maybe, obviously, but he's known that long. He knew before he took office, when former chairman of Gilmer County, J.C. Sanford, all right, went through with a $100,000, we'll just say, repair on the pool, they knew at that time the pool had to be replaced. So this guy's known for around 8 years, I guess, that the pool had to be replaced, the chairman. So there are, I'm going to say the pool will be in a multi-million-dollar project, okay? That I personally, as a taxpayer, a property taxpayer in Gilmer County, okay, don't feel we have the money to do at this time. I have been labeled as the guy that doesn't want to get the kids a community pool. I'm this bad guy that doesn't want the kids to have a pool. That's totally wrong. Bottom line is, if you don't have the money, you don't have the money. Chairman Parris has found the money in other ways. In your budget, your tax money, he has found the money that we don't have for the pool in other areas. Now, here's something the chairman has known, because I have video, FetcherNews.com has video of the discussions. Chairman Parris knows that the road department, which fixes our county roads, that works on our county roads, has been underfunded. Many say as much as $500,000 a year. Okay? That's what many say. So I'm just going off what others say, not my opinion. Okay? Chairman Parris on the videos has admitted not underfunded, but that the road department could use more funding. Okay? That's to fix your roads. All right? But for a long time, and we can't go into everything, for a long time the chairman knows that the roads, okay, need repaired and the road department's underfunding. But yet, we're finding money for a pool, right? In other areas. Maybe in areas that could have went to the road department. Maybe, I say maybe because I don't have all the back numbers of everything going on with the budget and the revenue of Gilmer County, but maybe they could have moved money to the road department and had it fully funded and been able to fix the roads. But since they made the announcement they were going to put in a poll, there's been a major outcry concerning the roads in Gilmer County not being maintenance not being done on the roads in Gilmer County. In the special election, which Hubert Parker is now a post commissioner and won, the number one thing that people were telling these candidates was roads, property tax payers in Gilmer County and voters, roads. So Chairman Parris held a town hall type meeting to discuss roads. Now, for 6 years, he's known about these roads. For 6 years, he knew which ones the people wanted repaired. But since the outcry, because of my opinion, the pool, because of the outcry, he held a town hall about roads. And this is all documented in video, okay? So when the town hall meeting, and you can watch the video on FetcherNews.com, we have it, started about the roads, there was a room full of citizens wanted to know why they could not get their roads fixed. And they had specific roads and they had specific things and so on and so forth. What are we going to do to get enough funding? What are we going to do to move the priority from pools and other things, okay, to roads and bridges? That's supposed to be like in the top priority. Years ago, commission chair was known as a road commissioner. And it's switched. We understand it has a much bigger umbrella now that it has to the job has to take care of. But that being said, in the town hall you can watch, Chairman Paris took it over and he sold the people in the room. You watch and make your own determination, but he sold the people in the room before they had a chance to say anything on, we don't have the money, but we could have the money, and we could fix your roads if we had a T-splost. So if you come tonight to get your road fixed, I can get your road fixed. I don't have the money to get your road fixed. I don't know where to find the money. These are my words, not quotes, because you can watch the video. But the state of Georgia allows a county to have a T-splost. Transportation splost, a local one in the county. It's just a penny. Remember all those? It's just a penny. It's just a penny. It's just a penny, right? All the time we're sold on that. So, the pool, number one. Go to number two. Action on resolution. The reason it says Charlie Paris is he's going to introduce it. Discussion and possible action of resolution for local T-splost. Transportation Special Purpose Local Option Sales Tax. He's going to propose a new tax. It's only 1 penny. And we can fix your roads. Now, what you have to do is you have to put this on the ballot, right? You have to put this on the ballot. And what Charlie Paris is not the only one, so let's not just single him out. But it's the state of Georgia. They do this stuff all the time. Oh, we're going to let the people decide. We put it on the ballot for the people to decide. Now, A, will it be done in a special election where the people will be minimal and it will be quiet? Or B, will there be a major campaign for it? Will we have the campaign that, well, hey, it's just like SPLOST. 80% or 75% of the money comes from out of the county and people visiting our county, and other people are paying for our school buses, and other people are paying for this and this and this, and it's great. So here's what we'll do. We'll let other people pay to fix our roads. They drive on them when they go to rent a cabin. It all sounds good, doesn't it? It's just a penny. It's a tax, period. It will go on the ballot. Now, my opinion, let's be clear, my opinion, it should not be called the T-splost tax. Go to number 1. Let it go on the ballot as the community pool tax. Don't put a T-splost on the ballot. How about this? This is my thought. Don't put the T-splost on the ballot for the citizens to vote on. All right? Now, you do have the internet surveys that you've done concerning the pool. And when I asked if the survey concerning the pool, was IP address sensitive, meaning could you vote multiple times, nobody can answer that. But they did cite those surveys when making a decision to build a community pool. So here's my opinion. I'm not against the community pool. Let's let the community tell us what they want. How about that? Because we've overlooked the budget on roads and bridges in this county long enough. And we pay property tax for roads and bridges. It needs to be up here, because every time I'm asked, what services do you want to cut? What? So roads and bridges in our property tax should be here, okay? Yes, we love the children. We love the community. We want the kids to have a pool, all the above. A baseball field. God knows I want them to have a baseball field, or you don't know me. But roads and bridges in the county roads and bridges needs to be up here. So and public safety. And so when we do our budget, why are we not focusing on fully funding roads and bridges that we know we have to maintain, we know is a problem, and we've known for years that we didn't have the money and our equipment's dilapidated, and that's what we've been sold on. We had to get new equipment. Why are we not doing that with our property tax? Okay? So if you want a true read of the people that pay property tax in Gilmer County, how about this? Fully fund roads and bridges, the road department, to what it needs to repair the roads in Gilmer County. Fully fund that in the budget out of our property tax. And then put a ballot referendum out there, put it on the ballot, and ask the people of Gilmer County if they want to spend the money on a community pool. And put a yes or no, simple as that, and see what happens. Not a T-splost. Take us to break and I'll have a final comment.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
I'm Jeff Riblett, President of Asset Protection Group. As a certified financial planner and with 20 years experience, I've helped thousands of families and business owners create a tremendous amount of wealth. Fortunately, most of that wealth has been protected. Don't allow an unforeseen life event, such as a nursing home stay or the next market meltdown, destroy your family's wealth. Be smart. Call me. Let's determine how best to protect your assets and preserve your wealth.
Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Hey folks, as we close this morning, it's disappointing to see members of the media make fun of our president. It really is. I try to think about, is it fair play when conservative media took issue when Barack Obama did his apology tour? But if you go back and you look, okay, let me just say this, okay? Let me get to one of these right here. And I'm not going to get to everything I wanted. But let's go to number 42. And we'll close with this. Candidate for President of the United States of America on the Democrat ticket, Joe Biden, former vice president for 8 years, that the President of the United States, Barack Hussein Obama, did not like, only picked him because he had some street cred on the Senate side with white voters and was a white guy and could hopefully pull some white vote. Okay? Now, he is running a campaign ad saying Biden, Trump, a president the world is laughing at. Now, this is a guy on a tour called the No Malarkey Tour. Really? No malarkey? And he is running a campaign ad saying the world is laughing at our president. You know, have we just crossed the line now to where this is okay? We know that Biden and his son Hunter Biden have been involved with corruption in Ukraine. We know that. We know just the fact that we ask the questions, we're the bad people, but we know that. Democrats are trying to figure out how to get their big tent to work. And, you know, I like it because I got this one picture here, and I'm not going to get to all of them, and I know where it's at, and I'm going to find it here. It's got number 9. Okay? Democrats voice frustration at plight of black Hispanic presidential candidates. See, Cory Booker's got his hand up. If you watch this show, if you're new, you don't know, for actually months since this campaign has started, I have said, Cory Booker's always been over here. Hey, do you realize I'm the black guy? Do you realize I'm from Newark, New Jersey? I'm the black guy. I'm the blackest guy on the stage. I am. Kamala Harris is not. Okay? I'm the black guy. And Democrats do not have any respect for minorities in this country. None whatsoever. If they did, and they thought so much of their big tent, Cory Booker would have done a little better and got a little more support from their side. But tonight, if all else fails, number 39, you can always watch House Speaker Nancy Pelosi at Town Hall on a CNN Town Hall. They will have her, if you're able to see the thin, clear strings for the puppet trick, because somebody has to hold her up and somebody has to bring her hands up and down. That's why they shake. She doesn't shake because of she can't keep her hands steady. Is you just can't see the strings that are being pulled and the person that can't hold the string steady above the stage. That's what you can't see. Nancy Pelosi will give us all the answers. Fannin County can't go away. Got to do this. This one I enjoy. This came out yesterday. It is on our website, number 10. Okay? Gotta love it. Number 10, Adulting 101. Join us in Mrs. Owensby's classroom every Tuesday and Thursday during flex time, because it's a choice you can make, flex time. Adulting 101 classes include number 11, grocery shopping, changing a tire, balancing a Candace, the Freedom Zone, set free. I'll see you tomorrow morning.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10%